A cool project for you. We got a local guy that just crushes casting table, river tables, live edge tables. And we got the pleasure to come out. It's got Ray right here. He's the man. He knows what he's doing. He's got some awesome tables he's already built. He's got one back there that we'll go show you. But he's got a really intricate pour he's doing. He loves our casting resin. He's used a lot of different casting resins. He just loves ours. And so, you know, we wanted to come out and try to film some of his projects so you guys can see like how cool the products are, limitations, maybe some tips, tricks, you know, along the way. He's all about dialing us in. And so this is what he's got going on. I've never seen, maybe you guys have, I've never seen someone cast a table with plastic on your edges. Usually they form it out, you know, with like trim or something, straight, rigid edge. But he does it a little different. He's doing this a little different so he can create a cool, what'd you call that? Like a...
It's kind of like live edge.
Yeah.
Only in the actual resin instead. Of course, when you work with wood, you've got live edge wood.
Yep.
But I want to keep that flow and kind of...
You don't want it straight, nice and straight. You want to edge. Because he was saying typically you would have to sand, router, clean those edges to make them look a little bit more jagged. And so he's got this cool way to do it. So we're gonna kind of just hang out, film, talk. It's gonna be a great video.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Boom. Rock and roll. Oh, you gonna mix another 3 up today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Not playing games today. Got another one here, James. He's quick. He's pouring out quick. Yeah, it's just cool. It's just a cool process. So this is the one you poured a few colors in.
Yep.
Yep. So when you're trying to create that river look, I mean, what are you looking for? You're fine, James.
I was like, did I just dump resin on it? So as much of a natural as I can possibly get.
Yeah, that's cool. How it's kind of hits in there.
Yep. We're going to actually bring in some darker greens. We're going to use a mixing stick to kind of give it...
Kind of move it where you want it. Yep, get that color where you want it.
Together and everything. We're going to get some darker blues in the next mix that we'll add in. Because ocean obviously is shallow as lighter greens and everything. If you look at ocean...
Which you don't think,
scenes.
but like when you... There's green in the ocean. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then on toward the deeper sections of ocean, it's going to start looking blue again.
Yep.
Darker blue. So, and what I want this to do is just kind of... So that's my ocean wave.
Got it.
It's pushing up against the water, the river coming down.
Yep.
So when we add the white's going to flow and follow that.
Okay.
Kind of
Gotcha.
time,
Gotcha.
okay?
Yep.
So.
And you're not worried about like this stuff, or do you
Nope.
try to pull? You're not worried about that at all because you're pouring so thick. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and the cool part about that is that, so this actually gives a really pretty texture to the bottom of the table.
I bet, yeah.
And when we have it somewhat see-through and somewhat clear from the top down.
Kind of add some depth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
no, it
so
makes sense.
pretty.
Yeah, I bet. Almost like rippled
Yes.
water, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's smart. You still got the full grain too.
I'm like, is that
Oh
water
yeah,
or is it
yeah,
alcohol?
yeah. You got to double check. So you're spraying 99% ISO.
Yep.
Yep.
This will help pop
Just
some
gonna-
of the bubbles around
yep.
the edges.
Create a little bit of
Also-
selling.
So check out.
Yeah. Yeah, it really opens it up. That's cool. All right, guys. So first day. Obviously, he prepped everything before we got here. We'll come back probably Friday in 2 days, do the next pour, and we'll just try to keep coming back when he's doing this, doing steps to this to get it finished. And it's going to be exciting to see how this thing turns out. So it's Rebecca, right?
Yes.
And you guys are business partners?
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. So, company, you got a card, or what? You got anything to?
So our Facebook page, Instagram is Beauty in the Wood.
Beauty in the Wood.
Art, and that's
dot art.
also our website.
Go grab it.
Yeah, grab a
And,
card.
Yep.
So Beauty in the Wood.
Yep.
And art, or
Dot art.
dot art. Beauty
so
in the
that's
Wood.
The actual website itself too.
Yeah, beautyinthewood.art Facebook page. We'll throw some stuff up for you guys. If you're in the market for something like this, great guy to get in contact with. He's shipped stuff all over the country.
Yep.
Some really high end pieces, and so hit him up. They're slabs, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I was like,
Yep.
those are some gangster slabs of wood, man. Holy
George's
cow!
staple right over there.
I'm assuming those ain't cheap.
No, no. Yeah,
He's like, no.
probably around. Let's see, one of them is $800 slab.
Sorry to interrupt you. I don't know why I didn't see those last time I was here. That's funny.
Yep.
Yo. Huh?
We're back. So, yeah, we're all set. Come back here for, what is this, day 3? I think it's day 3. So, and today's the art day. This is when we actually do the artistry in this. We're going to add the rocks, the moss. The coolest part of the whole table is actually this is a bottle of volcanic ash from Mount St. Helens, which is amazing. And we're going to add that into the river aspects of it, kind of around the rocks, kind of give it a sandy bank, and then also part of the sand in the ocean section as well. So it'll add some really cool character to this piece. And then we're going to do the actual resin, just a thin coat of resin to secure all of this in place, make sure it doesn't float around and move around away on us. And and we're going to add the character of the water to that thin coat as well. It's going to be just a little bit of white and kind of give us the ripples of the river and everything, and then the ocean waves for the shoreline on the ocean. So, cool. Let's do it. All right, so when I add the white here, I'm gonna just touch spots. And then you're gonna see this just grow into a lot more than this. So it's gonna come down, and whenever you look at a river, you'll notice that it kind of hits differently in different places. So it's gonna hit here and it's gonna spread around, it's gonna flow. We're gonna have kind of this flowing where it comes together. You need more heat because it makes the resin even more water-like, so you can get the flow to move so much better. This is the Resin Artist's paintbrush.
100%. Yeah. I love it.
I love that. That's so cool. The subtle is what you're looking for. You don't want overwhelming white, unless that's what you want. I mean, that's great if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
But as an artist, what I'm looking for on this table is a very subtle. I want the blues to shine. I want this to be still clear when we pick it up. I want that, be able to kind of see that translucence that we did on that first pour to still shine through and come through for us. So yeah, we're gonna mix some more resin now. Worrying quite so much about the way. That's really where the magic of the wave comes in, is when you add just that spray, and you have to have the 99, the isopropyl 99. Just regular rubbing alcohol doesn't work.
No.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to allow this first wave to cure. Because if I try to bring another wave over the top of this, it's just going to muddy in. I may go ahead and do a couple of little ones back here, but I want a second wave to come over the top of sections of this first wave. So like when I pour the next wave, it'll be like a little bit right here, and it'll kind of come, and you can follow that blue line right there. See that?
Yeah.
So it'll cover this. But if I cover this now, it's going to make the rest of it look bad. It's going to ruin my spray and everything. So I'm going to let this cure. I'm going to put in a couple back here. We're going to do the blue on this, and then we're going to call this done for the day.
Cool.
So day 4, this is Ray. We got James behind the camera, and we're getting ready to do the next, kind of the next wave over the top. So we're just going to add a couple of smaller waves, kind of add to the ocean a little bit. And so we're going to bring in a couple of breakers that kind of come in behind here, and then maybe a little bit here, and then one for sure like right here that'll tie in and just add to it. And then we'll bring a couple of smaller ones like just starting to curl, like they're just starting to crash behind as well. First thing we're going to do is a little bit of 320 sandpaper, just kind of rough up the surface where we want the wave. And the reason we do that, I think we discussed this in the last video too, but resin has 2 types of bonds. You can do a mechanical bond, which is where you sand over the previous pour, and that allows the new resin to bond mechanically. Or you can do a chemical bond, which is where the resin is still tacky or not fully cured yet, and the new resin will bond to the previous pour that way. But since we've got a nice hard surface, it's cured and ready to go, we're going to go ahead and sand it up a bit here. So.
All right. What are we doing today, Ray?
All right, we are back on day 6. Today is the day. We're ready to pour. You see I've taped up all the edges. I did a layer of just regular caulk over the seams of the tape to hopefully keep any seams from leaking from the clear casting resin, because casting resin is so thin, it's just like water basically. And it will find every little crack and crevice just like water, and you'll end up with all of it. Instead of being in the table where you want it, you'll end up with it on the floor. So we actually ran a bead of caulk on the inside as well around the base of the tape, so you can kind of see there it's sealed all of that, and then all the way up as well, so both sides hopefully will secure that and keep the caulk from escaping. And then like I said, we'll be able to take, once this is cured, I'll take my Dremel and I'll actually create an edge and follow this edge, kind of grind out, so the caulk will get ground out of there and everything, and create a really beautiful artistic edging to this table. So it's going to look amazing. All right, we're going up with our casting resin. So we've got my 2 buckets here. We're going to mix in one and then pour into the other one. I mix 3 gallons at a time.
Tricky. Oh yeah.
This one, I don't want it to aerate too much. It's going to have some, but
and it just comes to life.
Yep.
So cool.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, no, don't worry, dude. YouTube,